Morrissey, which Nicky knows because he stood lookout while Duff five-fingered Meet Is Murder from Record World. Torrentials have 4 songs, 3 originals, which suck, and a cover of Thompson Twins' Hold Me Now, which sucks. Max Verbal keeps not sharing his beer and going, "Besides, they're not really even twins." Nicky transposes half a Doobie Brothers just so Verbal can go, "Besides, they're not really even brothers." They play a couple parties and then a battle of the bands in the school auditorium. After the last song, Duff smashes someone else's guitar. The audience goes crazy. The kid holds his broken neck, his snapped strings. Torrentials get the most votes, don't win. There are some fights. Prom is for suckers, cap and gown for fags. Except hardcore is about inclusivity and subverting exactly the sort of culture that continues to validate such a word. Fine, Duff says, but insists there's no way he's wearing a blue smock, even though he failed chemistry and isn't graduating anyway. The after-party is lame, so they steal a bottle of wine and climb a tree, take turns reading the first 20 pages of Tropic of Cancer by flashlight. "We gotta hit Europe, yo," Duff says, currently working yo and kid into every other sentence. "Which means we gotta get paid, kid." They land the same telemarket job downtown, sit across from each other at a folding table full of dial-up phones, give away free passes to a health club. "You need to get in shape, yo? You like to push iron, kid?" Almost everyone hangs up immediately. Then a girl at the next table figures out how to dial Japan. For a week, the whole room calling Tokyo porn lines and asking confused housewives if they're Yakuza. Do they want to win a free pinky finger? They quit after the second paycheck, sleep 3 nights at LaGuardia on standby, get seats on a cargo flight with no seats. Nicky couldn't cram bass into his ancient JanSport, so he bought a harmonica. Not very hardcore, but easy to hit the 3 notes that matter. They land in Berlin, followed the same route von Clausewitz used to subjugate Poland. Or maybe it was the other direction. Duff grows his hair out. Nicky reaches for a mustache. They stand in the middle of squares, in the front of cafes, mostly do blues and E since any other key means drowning in that Cordy Dillon routine even Dillon only pulls off half the time. People stop, watch, walk away. There are some pigeons. There's some change. Duff and Nicky become known as Der Witzel something, which everyone swears is a compliment. But then Klink gets wind and keeps sending Schultz to disperse the crowd. The Euro hipsters boo, but not so much, since Euro cops carry machine guns and aren't shy with the boot. In Hamburg, Duff scores a Gretel who gives them a floor and then a week later a ride north. She's on her way to some protest, which basically means smoke pot, wear an Arafat scarf, and chant about not building one thing in favor of building another, better thing. On the streets of Stockholm, a guy in a business suit listens for a minute and then yells, "You know nothing about the blues. Go find another hobby." Duff wants to follow the dude, get into it. "It's bad luck to punch a Swede," Nicky says, which probably isn't true, but keeps them from spending July in Stockholm Rikers. They've been back for 4 months. Duff's got the clap and 3 new tattoos, Gore Club and Psychic TV and a veil. His cousin paints houses on Nantucket, knows a guy who knows a guy. Plus tetracycline. Duff takes Nicky's suitcase, more than borrows it, grubs $12 in change, ready to hit the road. There are some hugs. Nicky fills out 3 forms, waits, almost throws away the envelope that says he's won a partial scholarship to a place in Ohio no one has ever heard of. Something state. Dude name of Pell, good for a grant. Nicky flags the Greyhound with a hefty bag full of socks and a well-thumbed Janae. 13 hours later, a cute girl finally gets on, sits by the window, snores. At school, an index card on the message board says cheap sax lessons. Nicky buys a 1941 Con Alto for $100 Pell bucks and squonks away.